People often ask, what is the most important part of a chair? Is it the backrest or the legs? For me, it's the balance. Hi, I'm Salsa. In the circle, I'm the balance. I'm the one who makes sure no one falls, even when the floor is shaky. We've spent years learning the right time of sorry. We've spent years learning the right time of their laughter and the tone of their silence. To me, friendship isn't just about showing up. It's about making sure everyone feels like they belong at the table. They see me as the peacekeeper, that one, eh, the, the one who always has a tissue ready, the one who listens without judging, the one who smiles when things get heated. But sometimes being the peacemaker is exhausting. It's like being a bridge that everyone walks on, but no one stops to ask if the bridge is cracking. I listen to Alias. Fake happens. I feel I feel Nisa anxiety, and I see Leah drifting away. I said it all, but I keep quiet because if I break, who's going to hold them together? Who's going to hold them together? Every time we gather, I count the chairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As long as the number is 6, I feel like I've done my job. I don't need to be the I don't need to be the loudest in the room. I don't need to be the center of attention. I just want to make sure no one ever has to sit alone. But lately, I have this nagging fear. What if one day, no matter how hard I try to hold them, one chair ends up empty? What if the balance I have fought so hard to keep just snap? Until that day comes, I will keep smiling because that's what salsa does.
Hi, my name is Dina. Yeah, Dina. If you see me walking through this hallway, you all probably think I'm the happiest person here. I laugh a lot, I talk a lot, and I joke about almost everything. Even the smallest things, people say I'm the mood maker, the one who keeps everyone smiling, the one who makes everything feel lighter. When things get work, I'm always the first one to speak. I say something random, something silly, and somehow everyone starts laughing again. And when someone is sad, I am always there, trying to cheer them up, trying to make them feel okay, even just for a moment. I'm really good at that, at making people feel better, but The truth is, no one really knows how I feel. I always say, I'm fine, I'm okay, don't worry about me. And everyone believes me. It's strange, it's not it. How the person who makes everyone laugh the most is also the one who hides the most pain. I laugh when I'm tired. I joke when I'm hurting. I smile even when I feel like breaking. Because for me it is easier to make other people happy than to explain why I'm not. And maybe I'm just one of those people. Okay.
Her name is Amalia. If you ever see her in the hallway, you'll probably notice her smile first. It's the kind of smile that feels warm, the kind that makes people stay. She laughs easily, too easily maybe. She turns small moments into something brighter, and somehow she makes people forget what they were worried about. To most people, she's the happiest person in the room. And maybe that's exactly what she wants them to believe. Because when the noise fades, when the laughter disappears, what's left is someone completely different. There are days when she feels tired, not from doing too much, but from pretending too often. She tries to say it sometimes, to put it into words, but the moment never feels right. So she deletes it again and again. Not because no one cares, but because she doesn't want to be a burden. So she smiles again like nothing ever happened. And maybe if someone looked a little closer, they would realize he's been asking for help all along.
I'm Nisa, and honestly, I never really know how to talking about myself. It's easier when I'm just listening. I'm the type of persons who notice everything but says very little. Like, I hear everything, I see everything, but I don't always respond. Not because I don't care, but because I care too much. Actually, I overthink a lot. Like, even the smallest things. If someone replies late, I think maybe I did something wrong. If someone sounds different, I think maybe they are mad at me. If someone looks at me for too long,
I wonder if I'm doing something weird, and I know it's not always true, but my brain doesn't care. It just keeps thinking and thinking and thinking. Even when I'm trying to relax, my mind is still busy. I can be in a room full of people, laughing, talking, joking, but inside my head, it's like another conversation is happening, a much louder one. I don't talk much about my feelings, not because I don't have them, but because I don't really know how to explain them properly. Sometimes I type message and then delete them like I would never mind even when I want to say something important. And then I just stay quiet. I think people see me as calm, but it's not really calm. It's just I learned how to hide it well. I notice small things about people too, like when someone looks a little too hard to cover something, or when someone says, I'm fine, but they are not actually fine. And I don't always know what to do with that because I want to help, but I'm scared I will say the wrong thing. So sometimes I just stay quiet and hope they know I care without me saying it. I think I'm afraid of being misunderstood. Like, if I say too much, people think I'm annoying. If I say too little, they make I think I don't care. So I end up somewhere in between, just quiet. But honestly, I don't like feeling invisible. I just don't know how to step forward properly. And even though I overthink everything, I still really like being here with them. They make everything louder in a good way. They make life feel less heavy. I guess I'm just someone who needs time to speak, time to open up, time to trust people. But once I do trust someone, I stay. Even I don't say much, I stay. So yeah, I'm Nisa. Great, overthinking, a little complicated, but I'm trying to be better. And I think I'm happy I'm not alone. If I keep staying with like this, I may never change. But if I start talking, maybe people will see a side of me if been hiding. Funny how introductions are supposed to be simple, when in reality, people are never simple. If I had to describe myself in one word, maybe loud inside, quiet outside. Mhm. But even that doesn't feel enough. I feel like I have many versions of myself. There's the version of me that look fine, who looks with everyone like nothing is work. There's the version that feels tired, who just wants to disappear for a while. And there's the versions I don't even fully understand yet. Sometimes I wonder which one is the real me, but maybe they are. I notice how easily other people just exist. They talk without overthinking every sentence. They love without worrying if it sounds weird. Meanwhile, me, Before I say even one sentence, I already have 10 versions of in my head and I analyze all of them. Is this polite enough? If I say this, what will they think? If I stay silent, is that safer? It gets exhausting sometimes, but I can't stop it. I tried once to speak more freely, but I end up being mistrusted, so I went back to silence. Silence felt safe, but also like a smell check. I once told someone a little bit about how I feel, just a little, but their reactions was nothing special. And since then, I learned something. Being honest doesn't always mean being understood. So I started filtering everything, what I say and what I keep inside. But I didn't realize I started keeping too much inside. Have you ever felt tired for no reason? Like nothing bad happened, but your heart still feels heavy? That's me. But I don't want to be sad all the time. I still like small things, like people logging together, like quiet win in the moments like this, like being around others without feeling pressured to talk. Those moments make life feel lighter. I'm not just watching my life for the side anymore. And maybe that's enough for now.
Rara is the kind of person people would call mean at first glance. Her face is often flat, her tone is sharp, and she gets angry easily. Even small things can annoy her. When someone replies late to her message, she gets cold. When people joke around, she takes it seriously. Then don't ask me if you're not going to be serious. That line has basically become her signature. At school, Rara is not the type who has many friends. Not because she does not want to, but because people slowly start to stay away. They say she is too emotional, but what they do not know is Rara is just tired every day. Every day she has to deal with expectation. She has to be better, smarter, stronger, and always more of something. But no one ever asks, Rara, are you okay? She rarely talks about what she feels. She keeps everything to herself, and when too much is kept inside, it comes out as anger. not because she hates people, but because she does not know what else to do. Sometimes, after she gets angry, she regrets it, but her pride will not let her say sorry. So she just stays quiet, pretending nothing happened. Rara is not a bad person. She is just someone trying to stay strong while quietly falling apart inside.
Hello, I'm Leah. I am probably the quietest one in this group. Not because I don't have anything to say, I just think a little too much before I say anything. I always wonder, is this the right thing to say? Will they understand me? Or will it just sound wrong? So most of the time, I choose to stay quiet. But I like listening. I really do. When you listen, you get to understand people better. You notice the small things, like how someone laughs when they're truly happy, or how they smile even when they're actually tired. They talk a lot, they laugh a lot, and sometimes they don't even realize how loud they are. But I like it that way because when I'm with them, it feels warm. Like for a moment, I don't have to carry everything by myself. I don't really show it, but they mean a lot to me. They make things feel lighter. Even on days when I don't feel okay. And I guess this is what home feels like. But sometimes, even when I'm right here with them, I still feel a little out of place. Like I'm there, but not really seen. It's probably just me. I overthink things a lot, but it's okay as long as I'm still with them, as long as I can still sit beside them, hear their stories, laugh at the same stupid jokes. I think that's enough for me. Yeah, I think I'll be fine. Thank you.